Welcome back. It's Tammy, and we're continuing on with our encaustic pieces on illustration board. And these are 5x5 squares that we originally wrote Blessed Beyond Measure in alcohol ink, and that's these little marks that you see here. And then I've coated these with 3 or 4 coats of encaustic medium. So now we're going to try and add some color without using pigment sticks. So I like to have a couple other options. So this is a pan pastel set, and these colors are all tinted. So what that means is they've got a lot of white in them. So this one's yellow, this top one. I don't think I'm going to use yellow, but let's see what else we have. So that one looks like a purple. Let's use that. And then maybe we'll go into blue, maybe even some green. So the way I use these is I just pick it up with a cosmetic sponge, okay? And then you just circle around. And pastels are so light that the wax just grips it and soaks right in. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this color in a few spots. Now I think I'm going to move on to another color. And they have pans that you can put each of these little canisters into, but I kind of like to save space by just keeping them locked together like this. It's more of a purple. So it's just a super easy alternative way to add color to your wax pieces. Let's pick one more here. Not green. Oh, let's do pink. I'm going to do pink on this side here. And like I said, as I mentioned last time, these are going to be backgrounds that we're going to add more to. I kind of like that pink color. So as you can see, these are all very soft, a very pastel color. Now you can get pan pastels in much darker shades too. Actually, I really think I like this pink. I think I'm going to go with more pink. I'm going to start on this one. And we're going to go in this little area here and do some pink. This side too, I think. So really all we're doing is reacting to the marks that are already there. Now I know some people have trouble with staring at that blank white canvas and they're just not sure what to do. So if you can come up with words that you start off with, you will no longer have a blank canvas. So that'll really help take care of it. I think that might be all I'm going to do on that one. I think I'm going to do a little bit less color on that one. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to show you, move those out of the way, are mica powders. These are from US Art Quest, but there's lots of other different kinds. This one is called True Blue, and I have Duo Blue Green, Duo Green Yellow, and Antique Copper. That one's going to be dark. We'll leave that one for the end. So we're going to just switch these two, and these other two pieces we're going to use with the mica powders and see what other kind of colors we can add with these. Now these, I'm not sure if you're familiar with mica, but mica is a rock, and this pigment is mixed with that crushed rock, and it's a beautiful sparkly color. I guess we'll go on this one. And you know what, I'm going to start, that was a lot, so I'm just going to sprinkle it down a little. And I got a lot on there, so I'm going to go ahead and open up this Duo Blue Green, and I'm going to mix it together. So first I'm going to blot it on there, and then I'm just going to take this brush and blend it in. So in a way it has a similar consistency like the pan pastels, a little more powdery, so if you do have allergy issues or anything, please make sure you wear a mask. I think I'm going to add a little more of this Duo Blue Green. Yeah, there we go. And as you can see, until you kind of burnish it in, it's just really kind of sitting on the surface. But I don't know if you can see that sheen. I think we need a little more sheen in the middle here. Let's add this. Yeah, there you go. So after we get these colorized, kind of brush off the excess, what we're going to do, I'll leave a little bit on that side too, pretty, is we're going to heat emboss them. And that's just going to seal it in, and then we can go ahead and add more layers. So this one, I'm going to go with this lighter green, and I'm going to do that on this outside, and then inside that circle I'm going to add that copper, and I think that's going to really make this pop. So I don't really want this everywhere, I just kind of want it scattered like that, just to give it a little bit of a shine. See if you can see that. Okay, and here we go. This one is the dark one, Antique Copper. So I'm going to start with just a little bit. Because I think a little bit of this goes a long way. That was more than enough. That's pretty. Can you see how that picks up that shine? So it's all the little pieces of mica in there that really makes it shine. So I'm going to close these up before I torch these, because you don't want the powder to be blown all over the place. And then what we'll do is get this torch, and at this stage, remember we've already torched it 3 or 4 times, so really all we need to do is to make that wax glisten. And once we make that wax glisten, that mica powder or pan pastel is not going anywhere. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so remember how I talked about overfusing and you get like weird things happen? That's really pretty. Ooh, I like that. Extend it a little more. Let's see how the pan pastels work. I think you can still see. So after I fuse this, I'll probably add another layer of encaustic medium and then put these aside, let them dry for whatever the next thing we're gonna do. And you can probably hear the garbage men because it's garbage day and my window's open. All right. So that powder is not going anywhere now. So we finished the fusing and you can see that I can rub these and I'm not getting anything off on my hands for the mica powders or the pan pastels. They have become one with the wax, and that's exactly what we want to happen. So now we can go ahead and add more layers on top of this, and this will be a beautiful background, and hopefully we'll be able to see some of these colors through and be able to tell, you know, what we did. The other recommendation I do have is to make sure you keep track of all of your experiments as you're going, because there's going to be a time where you're going to be like, oh, I want that look, and you're not going to remember how you got it. So definitely keep a journal, you know, just listing out all of the things you did and the tools you used. And by all means, reference these videos if you need to also. So we will see you next week with our next set of the next 4 or 5 pieces, and I think I'm going to keep going until I at least get most of the backgrounds done, and then we can bring back some of the other pieces and start with the next layer. So thanks for watching, and take a look at my website at tammyhaman.com if you want more information, and please like and subscribe and ask me any questions you want, and we'll see you again next week. Thanks. Bye.